Take off towards a dream.
With 4 writer music countdowns complete, I want to finish it off with the best of the best. The only rule being that these songs can be from anything as long as they're from Showa and Heisei. No Reiwa. Music within the season, movies, specials, even background music that I never brought up before. These are my absolute favorites from Kamen Rider and what I consider the best. As always, your opinion matters more than mine, so type out your own list in the comments below. Without further ado, let's get into it.
Are you ready?
10.
Starting off with a song I haven't talked about before, Senshi from Kamen Rider Kuga. Most of Kuga's OST is ambient and somber, then Senshi comes in with a mysterious tone, leading up towards the battle's climax as Yusuke Godai transforms and fights as Kuga. The OST has some amazing guitar and I think one of the best is here. You could even say that this song is just one big guitar solo, but the other instruments are amazing too. That static bass, the mysterious sounding strings, and the kinda creepy drums come together to create this song made for an ancient warrior brought into the modern day like Kuga. I think there's even a theremin being played too. So many layers for an instrumental that fits right along the show. Besides, this song is pretty iconic and I can't think of Kuga without hearing this play too. If there was any song from any OST I'd spotlight, of course it would have to be Senshi. Please take a listen and look at Yusuke's henshin.
Are you ready?
9.
おや渡る風ひょうひょうと
What a triumphant way to spotlight our Kamen Rider, and that somber tone certainly fits the final few episodes of Kamen Rider Ichigo. He's been fighting for nearly 90 episodes and the battle against Shocker never seems to be over. The wind that blows across the wilderness, he goes alone. Takeshi Hongo may have allies including Hayato Ichimonji, but being a Showa writer meant to have a tragedy behind it. Having Masato Shimon sing yet another song for Ichigo is the icing on the cake. Plus the strings and clean guitar are amazing too. I can somehow imagine this being played as Takeshi walks off into the sunset.
Are you ready?
8. 7.
I've been combining these two since I think they're equally as good and deserve to be in my top 10. My viewers know because I just never shut up about these songs. We Think Therefore We Are by Kishiran gives me anime vibes for some reason, but that's one reason why I enjoy it. My personal bias with music is rock and these instruments are pleasing to my ear. Plus, I like Kishiran in general. I don't think I've said this before, but this is my favorite part. That break is amazing, and the song is just really cool in general. Lots of fun, historical references, high energy. Speaking of which... From the drums that just blast in to the catchy chorus and Kurian Sho's fantastic vocals, it's a good time from start to finish and I absolutely adore it. Pardon the pun, but it sounds so magical, truly fitting Kamen Rider Wizard's aesthetic. Even the lyrics go with the theme, saying that magic is like when the moon and sun collide. Everyone wants to believe in a miracle. Magic time. It's not a trick, since it's not easy to pull off magic, but it's showtime. Man, I can't get enough of that. Life really is showtime with this music, and I'll always enjoy this along with We Think Therefore We Are. Weird that a couple of my favorite opening themes come from these two, but that's alright. I'll always love the themes no matter what.
Are you ready?
6.
I don't think I've said this before, but I have a bias for acoustic music, though this is an overall beautiful song to me. Of course, there's one main reason why this song is one of the best. However, there's only so much I can say without spoiling that specific moment, so I'll just leave it as is. Cyclone Effect, the acoustic version, is the only song on this list that I'll keep short. Please trust me, it's a great song on its own, but the scene it plays in is worth watching Kamen Rider Double for.
Are you ready?
5,
The Heisei era only has 2 ending themes, and they're both fantastic. Though my favorite, in the top 5 no less, is Shonen Yo from Kamen Rider Hibiki.
まるで透明になったみたい
Sung by Akira Fusei, this song is about growing up. Hey boy, if you're going on a journey, then you must have clear skies in your heart. It's the embodiment of Hibiki's motifs. Sometimes you feel empty, but if you started your journey, then you must raise your face into the falling rain. There's some poetry in here that I didn't notice at first, because the music is just so beautiful that I couldn't help but give it my full attention. That gives me chills every time. Now all I can tell you is to keep your beat.
Are you ready?
4,
時の列車伝来の次の駅は過去か未来か
Coming out on top as my favorite Heisei Rider opening theme is Climax Jump from Kamen Rider Den-O. While yes, there are several versions, the first and main theme sung by AAA has a special place in my heart, just like the show. There's an opening narration within the show that adds this sense of adventure. Then the vocals blast in as the music increases to that memorable chorus. And the instruments sound amazing too. Not to mention that AAA's live performances of this song is, oh man, I highly recommend watching those. It's the energy that I fell in love with in the first place, and will stay as my favorite Heisei opening theme for years to come. It's good, it's great, it's awesome, it's Climax Jump.
Are you ready?
3,
光のオーロラ
You guys know how hyped this is. I read the comments to my favorite Showa themes, and there were so many saying how good this song is. It definitely belonged in my top spot and even higher than Climax Jump. From the start of to it's a high action song that's exciting all the way through. I mentioned in my other video that the singer Takayuki Miyauchi deserves massive respect for singing great songs throughout the years, and he even performed at Choayasai 2020. He alone makes RX's theme great, but the music itself is exciting and the perfect way to end the last season of the Showa era, not counting movies. Once again, wake up, the hero, Black RX.
Are you ready?
2,
My top 2 should come as no surprise, especially since this is yet another song that you guys absolutely love too.
いつだって time is now, so sometimes it's on my side.
Next New World from Kamen Rider Geo. I've said it before and I'll say it again. This was the perfect way to go along with the end of the Heisei era. Rider Chips has always been great to me, made even better that Kamen Rider Girls sang the song too. The two Kamen Rider bands together with this send-off. Though what grabs me the most is how fantastic the heavy rock sounds. High action like RX's theme, added with that adventurous feeling of Climax Jump. Once again, the time is now, and time is on my side. Next New World is a masterpiece to me, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
One.
This is such a fantastic theme to me. I'd consider it one of my favorite songs of all time even. On the one hand, it seems kind of average, too average, but that cheery tone after drastic events say that it's okay to relax now. Jikenda translates to something like, it's trouble, and the lyrics talking about moving past that trouble makes me so happy. Then with all that aside, the music itself is gorgeous. The guitar, the backing group vocals, the bouncing drums, the dips in the tone from the bridge to the chorus, it's all so beautiful. If I ever made a countdown about my favorite songs of all time, going beyond Tokusatsu, then this would be on there at the top. I love absolutely everything about it, and will love it more than I ever have with music from Ghost and Wizard, music of which are close to me in several ways. It took me a while to think about what to say about this, and I did write about this in a comment a few months ago. Even still, Jikenda does mean a lot to me. It's been with me ever since I started watching Tokusatsu, and it's been that song that I've listened to when I'm down or happy or just want something in the background. This most likely isn't gonna be everyone's favorite, and it might even be a little out there, but it's the song for me, and Jikenda will always be a masterpiece. No matter where it came from, or if other people don't like it, I always will. And that's why I love Jikenda from Kamen Rider Agito.